Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gretchen's Bakery. I have another spin on a recipe that I've already showed you. How many of you guys remember my double peanut butter cupcakes from just about a month or so ago? What an awesome recipe. And that video actually sparked a little bit of debate because I talked about flax eggs as a replacement for the egg in this cake recipe. And as most of you know, I did transition my channel to vegan about a year ago. And so there has been a little bit of, I don't want to say backlash, but I don't know, maybe hesitation on some people's parts to, to actually follow along with my recipes now. And I totally get that. I totally get it. If you don't want to be vegan, you don't have to be vegan. However, when I talked about this particular peanut butter cake recipe, what I was trying to convey was that the recipe actually has flax meal, which acts as an egg replacer in cake recipes. And I talked all about that in that video. So if you want to check it out, there's clickable links below this video to go check out that video and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But it did spark a little bit of debate because basically what I was trying to say was that vegan or not vegan, this recipe is so much better now that I'm using flax meal. Flax meal as an egg replacer tends to lend such a moistness to cake recipes that I just loved. I absolutely loved this peanut butter cake recipe. So my point was saying, like, this recipe is awesome because of the flax. And just because you don't follow a vegan lifestyle, I'm not trying to force you to do that. But what I am trying to let you know is that the flax egg replacer in this recipe is awesome. So without going into that whole thing again here for this video, trust me you guys, this peanut butter cake recipe is so super moist and so delicious. I'm now turning it into a layer cake style because I can't get enough of it. If you haven't tried it yet, you're definitely going to want to try it this time, so check it out.
Okay, so what you will need for the cake is vegan butter, flax meal, and some warm water, peanut butter, vinegar to sour the soy milk to make a mock buttermilk for this recipe, flour, sugar, baking powder, and vanilla extract. So first combine the flax meal with the warm water and let it stand for about 5 minutes to thicken. Next add the vinegar to the soy milk and let that stand as well. Now in your mixer bowl, combine the vegan butter with the sugar and get it creaming to medium-high speed for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's light and fluffy. Next you'll add the peanut butter and just mix it smooth. Add the vanilla extract, then the flax paste, mix it all smooth, and now we're going to do what's called alternating creaming method by adding about 1/3 of the sifted flour and baking powder, mix it just until it's combined, then you'll add half of the soured soy milk. Then the second 1/3 of the flour and then the rest of the soy milk. Last goes the remaining flour and just mix it all to a nice smooth batter. This recipe makes 4 nice layers and I do like to bake individual layers in 4 7-inch pans rather than splitting them after they've been baked. But if you don't have that, you can use 2 pans and then just torte them later. Additionally, I know not everyone has 7-inch pans, so 8-inch would be fine here. Okay, so did I mention this is a pretty big building on recipes project, so while the layers are baking, you will want to prepare the peanut butter fudge filling. All you need is peanut butter, corn syrup or agave, and some coconut oil or vegan butter. So get the peanut butter and the corn syrup combined in a sauce pot, whisk it, and bring it up to a boil. Once it boils, let it go for about 30 seconds and then add the coconut oil and the vanilla extract. It will thicken as it cools to a spreadable peanut butter filling, so just set that aside. Next we can get to the peanut brittle, and this is pretty easy to make really. You will need a large heavy bottom sauce pot, a wooden spoon, and a candy thermometer. Sugar, water, a pinch of salt, baking soda, and vegan butter, and of course peanuts. Get the sugar and the water combined in the pot and stir it until it comes to a boil. Once it boils, I do like to put a lid on it so the steam will dissolve any of those sugar crystals that form on the sides of the pot. Now here's the part where the battery in my thermometer died and yikes, my sugar was boiling fast. You do have to get this recipe to 270 degrees Fahrenheit, which is also known as the hard crack stage in sugar cooking. And just above that is caramelization at 310 to 320, which is not what we're going for at all. So here is a pretty good lesson actually for those who don't have a thermometer, or if your battery dies at an inopportune time like mine did. You can still pull this off. So just as you see the slightest teensy bit of color change, you know you are dangerously close to caramelization, so get it off the heat. As I was running around my kitchen looking for another thermometer, mine got a tinge too dark, bordering on caramel. So remove it from the heat, add the vegan butter, the baking soda, and the vanilla extract, and then last the peanuts. Pour the entire thing out onto a lightly oiled sheet pan, let it cool, and now we can start building this cake. I did prepare my buttercream ahead, and I'm adding peanut butter just at the last stage of mixing. Don't forget, all the links are below this video, so click through and grab everything in one neat page with printable written instructions. Okay, now we can get to building this cake for real. I've trimmed up my layers so that they are all even. I'm filling with alternating layers of chocolate fudge filling since I do need my chocolate fix in there, and then a nice thick layer of that peanut butter fudge too. You can of course use all peanut butter fudge if you're not a chocolate freak like me. That's the beauty of building on recipes. You can really make this any way that you like. This drip cake would not be complete without the drip of more peanut butter fudge and a round of chocolate ganache for good measure. Add the peanut brittle, and a little shell border goes a long way. And by the way, I'm selling the cake kits again, so for those who are interested in getting the best high quality pastry bags available, click the links below to check it out. Some crushed peanut brittle too, and you are ready to serve. I hope this was acceptable because my supervisor was watching me the whole time. Well, that, my friends, is my latest creation of my most fabulous peanut butter cake recipe. Check out those moist layers and the peanut butter fudge. Yeah, definitely a winner. You won't want to miss this. So head on over to GretchensVeganBakery.com to grab the recipe. If you liked this video, don't forget to give me a like. It really helps out the channel. And also subscribe if you're not already. I do want to give credit and a special thank you to my awesome patrons on Patreon and my pals in PayPal. As many of you may or may not know, YouTube just ain't what it used to be, and the pennies they're giving out for creating these videos are getting less and less. So when I say Gretchen's Bakery would be a distant memory without your support, I really do mean that. If you think you can help support me and Gretchen's Bakery for as little as $1 a month, click the links below to find out how. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you for checking me out here and for visiting my blog too. All of it really helps to keep it going. Stay tuned for more great recipes from Gretchen's Bakery. Until then, happy baking. Bye for now.